I believe today that God has placed something powerful inside of you, something bigger than any challenge, any disappointment, or any setback you may face. You weren't created to live defeated, discouraged, or distracted. You were created to walk in purpose, to rise in victory, and to fulfill the destiny that has been placed on your life. But you have to recognize your future is worth fighting for. There will be battles along the way, battles with doubt, fear, opposition, and delays. But the good news is you don't have to fight alone. You've been equipped with strength, surrounded by favor, and backed by a power that cannot be defeated. Today, I want to encourage you to keep fighting for your dreams, keep fighting for your faith, and keep fighting for the future God has already prepared for you. The enemy wouldn't be fighting you this hard if there wasn't something amazing on the other side. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to rise up and fight for your future with everything you've got. Your future is worth every battle you face. There is a calling on your life so significant, a destiny so powerful, that the obstacles standing in your way are only there because the enemy knows what's ahead of you. Every time you feel resistance, it's a reminder that you're on the verge of something greater. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when the battles rage, when the doors stay closed, when the setbacks come one after another. But what you have to remember is that nothing worth having comes without a fight. Your dreams, your calling, your future, they are treasures worth defending. If it was easy, everyone would do it. If it didn't require perseverance, there would be no testimony, no victory story to tell. God didn't bring you this far to leave you halfway. He didn't call you just to let you fail. He placed that dream in your heart because He fully intends for you to fulfill it. And yes, there will be giants in the land. There will be days when it feels like the odds are stacked against you, but you are not fighting from a place of weakness. You are fighting from a place of strength. You are not chasing victory. You are enforcing the victory that's already been won. When the battles come, don't shrink back. Stand tall. Remind yourself that you are a warrior, not a worrier. Remind yourself that the pain has a purpose, that the struggle is shaping you for the future you were born to walk in. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment you felt like giving up but chose to press on, those are building blocks for your breakthrough. They are training grounds for the next level. It may not always feel fair. It may not always make sense, but I promise you this. Every battle you face now is securing blessings you can't even see yet. Every fight you endure is unlocking doors you didn't even know existed. Keep showing up. Keep swinging, keep believing. The enemy's greatest tactic is to get you to quit right before the breakthrough. Don't give him that satisfaction. Your future is too important. Your purpose is too valuable. Your dreams are too close. You were built for this. You were wired for victory. Inside of you is resilience, tenacity, power that only comes from the one who called you. The battle may be fierce, but your spirit is fiercer. The opposition may be strong, but the anointing on your life is stronger. You are in the fight for your future, and let me tell you, it's a future worth fighting for. Fear is the enemy's first weapon because he knows that if he can paralyze you with fear, he can steal your faith, your joy, and your peace. Fear is designed to make you question your abilities, doubt your worth, and hold you back from stepping into all that God has prepared for you. It shows up in so many forms: fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But what you have to understand is that fear is never from God. The Bible tells us that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Fear is a liar, and it only has as much power as you give it. The moment you choose to believe the lies of fear is the moment you start to shrink back from the greatness that's within you. Fear wants to keep you stuck in the past, afraid of what could go wrong, too focused on the obstacles to see the opportunities. But faith, on the other hand, looks beyond the fear. Faith says, even though I don't have all the answers, I know that God is with me and He's making a way. Faith is the antidote to fear. Where fear sees impossibility, faith sees possibility. Where fear sees barriers, faith sees breakthroughs. Where fear sees failure, faith sees favor. Faith rises above the fear and pushes it aside. When you choose to stand firm in faith, you're declaring that no matter what comes against you, you know the outcome is already settled. Fear may show up, but it has no hold on you. Faith empowers you to keep moving forward when everything around you screams, "Give up." Faith is the force that keeps you going when the road is tough, when the promise seems distant, when the world tells you it's too late. Faith is what sustains you in the middle of the storm. It's the confidence in knowing that God's plan for your life is bigger than any obstacle you face. When you feel fear creeping in, remember that God is with you every step of the way. He's not only fighting for you, but He's already made a way through. Fear will always try to whisper that you're not enough, that you're not capable, that you don't have what it takes. But faith speaks louder than fear. Faith says, "I am more than a conqueror through Christ who strengthens me." Faith says, "I am equipped, I am empowered, I am victorious." Faith says, "I may not see the way right now, but I know the one who does." The key to overcoming fear is not trying to make it disappear, but deciding to trust in the promises of God, even when the fear feels overwhelming. You are stronger than you think. Your faith is more powerful than you realize. When fear shows up, and it will, don't give it any power. Instead, turn to your faith. Let it rise up within you. Declare victory. Declare strength. Declare that God has already given you everything you need to win. Fear cannot stand against faith, and when you stand in faith, you are standing in the victory that has already been secured for you. Setbacks are not signs of defeat. They are setups for your destiny. I know it's easy to feel like the world is working against you when things aren't going the way you thought they would. You've put in the hard work, you've stayed faithful, you've kept going, and yet it seems like every door is closing, every plan is falling apart. But let me remind you today, a setback is not the end of the story. It's simply part of the story. It's in the moments when things aren't going according to plan that God is working behind the scenes to set you up for something greater. When a door closes, don't get discouraged. Understand that God has something better in mind. When a dream gets delayed, don't give up. Know that God's timing is perfect, and what's meant for you is coming at the right moment. Setbacks are often God's way of redirecting your path toward a bigger, better blessing than you ever imagined. Sometimes we think we know what's best for our lives. We make plans, we set goals, and we pursue them with everything we've got. But God, in His infinite wisdom, sees the bigger picture. He knows the obstacles ahead, He knows the roadblocks we can't see, and He knows exactly what we need. If we trust Him, we'll begin to see that every setback has a purpose. Joseph, in the Bible, is a perfect example of this. He was sold into slavery, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. At one point, it must have seemed like his dream was dead. But what he didn't know at the time was that every setback was actually a setup for the promotion that would take him from the pit to the palace. What looked like defeat was actually the process of preparation. His setbacks were not a sign that his dream was over, but a sign that his destiny was being unfolded. When you face setbacks, remember that God has not abandoned you. He hasn't forgotten about you. He hasn't overlooked your dreams. He is using this moment to refine you, to prepare you, to grow you into the person who is ready to step into the fullness of your destiny. You may not understand it right now, but there is a purpose behind every delay, every detour, every door that closes. Keep your faith strong and keep moving forward. Your setbacks are not punishment, they are preparation. They are the necessary steps that will lead you to the breakthrough you've been believing for. Don't let disappointment rob you of your confidence. Instead, let it strengthen your resolve. Let it make you more determined to trust God's plan. The greater the setback, the greater the comeback. When you look back, you'll see that the setbacks were not the end. They were just the beginning of something amazing. Your destiny is still ahead of you, and the best is yet to come. What you feed will grow. Nurture your dreams, not your doubts. You've probably heard it said that the mind is a garden and your thoughts are the seeds. The more you focus on something, the more it grows. If you spend your days feeding your doubts, worrying about all the things that could go wrong, your doubts will grow and your fears will become stronger. But if you choose to feed your dreams, to focus on the possibilities, to believe in what God has placed inside of you, your dreams will begin to grow, and the future you've always desired will start to take shape. It's so easy to get caught up in the negative thoughts, the what-ifs, the doubts and the fears that try to creep in. The enemy knows that if he can get you to focus on your limitations, you'll never move forward into your destiny. But you have the power to choose where your focus goes. You can decide what you're going to feed. You can choose to starve the doubts and feed your faith. You can choose to silence the voice of fear and listen to the voice of hope and promise. I love what the Bible says in Philippians 4:8. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. God is reminding us here that we have the power to control our thoughts. We have the power to choose what we meditate on, what we dwell on, and what we allow to take root in our hearts. So ask yourself, what am I feeding? Am I feeding my doubts, my fears, and my insecurities? Or am I feeding my dreams, my goals, and the vision God has placed in my heart? If you want your dreams to grow, you have to nurture them. That means choosing to focus on what is possible, on what God can do, on the victories that lie ahead. When the enemy tells you that you're not enough, that you'll never succeed, that you don't have what it takes, choose to feed your mind with God's promises. Choose to remind yourself that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that God has equipped you for every challenge, and that your future is bright with possibilities. When you nurture your dreams, you are telling God, I believe in what you've placed inside of me. I believe in your plans for me. And the more you feed those dreams with faith, hope, and action, the more they will begin to grow. Just like a seed needs sunlight and water to grow, your dreams need your faith and your trust in God to flourish. Don't let your doubts choke out the potential that's inside of you. Don't let negativity and fear hold you back from the life God has called you to. Your dreams are worth nurturing. Your future is worth feeding with faith. So, feed your dreams every day, water them with hope, and watch them grow into the beautiful destiny God has for you. God has already equipped you with everything you need to win. I want you to know today that you are not lacking anything. You may look around at the challenges in front of you, the mountains you need to climb, and think, how am I going to do this? I don't have what it takes. But the truth is, you have everything you need inside of you right now to overcome whatever comes your way. The Bible tells us that God has given us all the tools we need to succeed. He has already placed within you the strength, the wisdom, the courage, and the determination to accomplish your purpose. You are not waiting for God to give you something more. You are not waiting for some magical moment when everything falls into place. Everything you need to win has already been deposited into your life. You have the ability to rise above your circumstances, to defeat the obstacles in front of you, and to step into the victory God has prepared for you. You may not see it yet, but it's there. It's in your spirit. It's in your heart. You have the DNA of a winner. When God created you, He didn't just give you some random set of abilities. He gave you everything you need to succeed in the specific plan He has for your life. He equipped you with unique talents, a special purpose, and the grace to carry it all out. God doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't make weaklings. He doesn't create people who can't overcome. You may feel unqualified or unprepared, but God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. What you have inside of you right now is enough to bring you into your destiny. You may face challenges, and you may face moments where you feel overwhelmed, But remember, God has already equipped you with everything you need to win. When you walk through life knowing that, you will face the obstacles with a sense of assurance. When the storms come, you'll stand tall because you know that God has given you the power to weather any storm. When the difficulties seem overwhelming, you'll keep moving forward because you know that God is fighting with you and for you. Every setback is just an opportunity for God's power to be displayed in your life. Every challenge is a chance for you to tap into the strength that God has already placed inside of you. You have everything you need to win. The tools are already in your hands. The abilities are already inside of you. The favor is already on your life. You don't need anything else but to trust in God and move forward with the gifts He's already given you. Keep believing, keep pressing forward, keep taking steps of faith. And as you do, you'll begin to see the power of God rise up within you. The victory that's already been secured for you will start to unfold before your eyes. You were created to win, and everything you need to make that happen is already inside of you. Now go ahead and rise up and walk in the victory that's waiting for you. Victory doesn't always come easy, but it always comes to those who refuse to quit. I want you to hear me today. No matter how hard the journey gets, no matter how many obstacles try to block your path, you have to make the decision that you will not quit. It's in those moments when it feels like the fight is too much, when the weight of the world feels like it's on your shoulders, that your true strength is revealed. Victory doesn't belong to the ones who have the easiest road, the smoothest path, or the quickest wins. Victory belongs to those who keep moving forward even when the going gets tough. Every successful person, every person who's achieved greatness, has faced challenges. They've been knocked down, they've faced rejection, they've had moments where it looked like it was all over. But they didn't quit. They chose to rise up again. They chose to press on even when they didn't have all the answers, even when they couldn't see the end of the road. There's a scripture in Romans 8:37 that says, "We are more than conquerors through Him who loved us." Notice that it doesn't say you'll never face struggles. It doesn't say there won't be hard times, but it does say that, through God, you are more than a conqueror. That means no matter what comes against you, no matter how hard the battle gets, you have already been equipped to win. You have been equipped with strength, with perseverance, and with a spirit that refuses to quit. When you choose to keep going, even when you feel like giving up, you are declaring that your circumstances do not define your future. You are telling the world that your faith is stronger than your fear. You are saying that no matter what opposition you face, you believe in the victory that is ahead of you. It's easy to quit. It's easy to throw in the towel when things aren't going well. But it's the ones who keep going, the ones who don't quit, who experience the breakthrough. Every failure, every disappointment, every challenge is just a step closer to your victory. It's preparing you, refining you, making you stronger. Think about a diamond. Diamonds are formed under pressure. The more pressure it faces, the more beautiful it becomes. Your journey is no different. The pressure you're facing today is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. It's preparing you for the victory that's coming, and I want to tell you today that victory is in your future. You may not see it yet, but it's coming. Keep moving forward. Keep trusting God. Keep believing that what He has promised you will come to pass. Don't let the setbacks, the challenges, or the roadblocks convince you to quit. The victory is on the other side of perseverance. It's on the other side of refusing to give up. You are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you realize. And God has already put everything you need inside of you to achieve the victory He's promised you. Keep going, because victory always comes to those who refuse to quit. Would you like me to review or help you with any other parts of your speech or any additional adjustments? Your speech is shaping up to be incredibly impactful. As we come to the close of this message, I want to leave you with one final thought. The fight for your future is not over, it's just beginning. I know that life can sometimes feel overwhelming, and the challenges you face can seem insurmountable. But remember this, you have everything you need to rise above, to break through, and to achieve the greatness God has destined for you. The victory that's ahead of you is far greater than the struggle you're in right now. Don't let fear, doubt, or setbacks define your future. What you feed will grow, so choose to nurture your faith, your dreams, and your vision. As you do, you'll begin to see how God is already preparing you for something amazing. Every step of the journey is part of His perfect plan for your life. And I promise you, victory doesn't come easy, but it always comes to those who refuse to quit. The road may be tough, and there may be moments when it feels like giving up is the only option. But God is with you. He has already equipped you, and His promises are sure. No setback, no failure, no obstacle can take away what God has ordained for you. It's through the tough moments that He's refining you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the great things ahead. The fight for your future is a fight you can win, because God has already given you everything you need to succeed. Keep moving forward with faith, hope, and confidence in the plan He has for you. Trust that every challenge is only making you stronger, and every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. As you refuse to quit, as you continue to stand firm in your faith, you will see your dreams come to pass. The fight is not over. In fact, your greatest victory is yet to come. So rise up, take hold of the future that's waiting for you, and never forget, you are more than a conqueror. You have the strength to face whatever comes your way, and your future is brighter than you could ever imagine. You are destined for greatness. Now go ahead and claim it.